Last
You
time we
ready?
left off, the party had just got to the island after pissing off and having a mid-air battle with an angel that was able to summon a falling angel that was able to summon some demons that they had made a pact with. After beating their asses, and the party actually taking some decent damage for once, well, it went fairly well as she got purified and is now passed out inside Oberon's, well, demi-plane. Upon arriving to the island and going to the captain's apparently vacation home, as it were, the crew has more or less left you all to do as you wish. They aren't fully pulling up, so as you all will board, I'm guessing, Oberon's shield?
Do we have a reason to? The volcano is in the center of the island.
Well, if you guys want to see the boat shield, you can.
I'm sure we'll have a reason on the way out. I'm sure.
Ah, the traps. All of my traps.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Um, uh, as you all are left off on the beach and left to your devices, Martha will be following along quietly right now as she has borrowed the book of Volcanic Survival for Dummies from Oberon and is attempting to read.
See.
Intriguing.
What would you all like to do?
I
This is
peek
a
over Martha's shoulder, reading along in the book.
Can I just take a look around the island, essentially? Just like see
look.
like
Looking around, you do see that it is a thick jungle
mhm. I have boots of flying for
with
myself, so I can
with a very tall volcano in the center. There seems to be some flying creatures around, and you can hear chittering of small animals, jungle animals, shifting of leaves, and
I see. Yeah.
with your passive perception, actually, an odd humming coming from the west.
I point that out to the others. I think Aaron is just like
Now,
there's a sound coming from the west.
is west directly towards the volcano?
No, it would actually be from where you're standing. It'd be following around the island, so it'd be northwest from where you are, essentially.
Do we check out the humming, or do we just go to the main?
Is it mechanical humming or biological humming?
Uh,
Can I tell from
you could, Eris, because of what you are. This sounds like a hymn, someone singing religiously.
A Heim. All right.
yeah, some kind of like him or like Heim. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Concerning, but
biological somewhat.
we should probably check it out because if it's an enemy and they attack us in the volcano, that's gonna suck. If they're not an enemy, I'd just like to know.
It's ready.
I shall follow your lead.
Yep. I'll lead in front, ready to tank as usual.
All right.
Oh yeah,
I'll fly
let me.
above. I'll fly above my wing boots to just make sure I can like make sure nothing comes for us like
How
from
high above?
far.
Because the trees are very tall.
Oh, they're tall, and you said there's a lot of flying creatures, right?
It's a jungle, so they're like rainforest.
It's a very thick
Yeah.
leaf jungle.
Yeah. So
Like,
okay, yeah. I'll stick with the ground then probably then
To
because
put
that's
it-
just because I'm not good.
to put
Yeah.
it this way, you're guessing these trees are a good almost 200 years old with how thick they are, and almost no
Mhm.
sunlight reaches the bottom. Most of you have it's low light at best.
Okay, seeing this, he would just put on his like goggles of night just so he has dark vision. And is like, okay, good to go, and he'll just stay on the ground.
All right.
And I have already cast my mage armor.
Okay, taking that to note, I'll make sure to keep that in mind as you all start heading towards the humming. Slowly, as you walk through the underbrush, which is thick, you see lizards, a few bugs, a squirrel that seems to throw a nut at Oberon trying to crack it, looks down in horror and runs away.
Oh, that's it's mine now.
I had one nut.
You never know when it'll come in handy.
Not that kind of nut,
I know.
Royce.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I didn't think anything, but alright.
It takes you all roughly 30 minutes as the humming gets louder. I will need perception checks from each of you actually for this.
Right.
As these ones
Not
do have a
bad,
special
19.
ability.
I'm still okay at perception? I'm still okay at perception.
Unnatural 20.
Oh yeah.
11. Or
Uh,
sorry, 15, because buff from an item.
yep. And an unnatural 20. I will roll really quickly for Martha. This does not involve smell. They got a 12.
But
Mr. E, you do notice something. As you've
Oh,
gone through the forest, you've seen mushrooms on trees. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's jungle. High moisture. You'd expect it. These mushrooms are moving as you get closer to the humming.
I pointed out to Oberon, who is in the lead.
can I look at the mushrooms?
They are shifting, unlike what would be natural wind flow.
I meant like closer, like a survival to know what they are.
Yeah, you can roll me that.
Or a nature.
How close are
Can I
you
roll a
getting?
nature?
I don't have to get very close because I have crow eyes from an item.
Can I roll a nature check?
You can. How close are you getting?
I'm staying behind Oberon.
Yeah.
I rolled a 27 though.
I'm glad you rolled well because I did not.
This is a myconid sprout. Although it seems to have evolved a little differently, so it looks a little different. It was very hard to notice them. These ones seem to have a natural camouflage, hiding as mushrooms, with a needed DC of 20. And you would have to get fairly close, so as you get close, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a spore?
Yes.
Spores are disease, technically.
They are, but Mr. E is not immune to disease.
Yeah, I was saying for my sake. I can't do anything for him.
And there's my first fail of the day. 9.
You have
I will give you.
limited
I will
telepathy.
know. Hold on. Oh,
What?
As you hear in your voice, who are you?
He just wants to talk.
I am Mr. E. And who am I speaking
Why are
to?
you sniffing me? What the fuck are you doing here?
I am here on behest of my friends. We are on a quest
Tell them to get over here.
and sniffing you. Oberon, they wish to speak with you.
Constitution saving throw. This does not count as a disease. This is something else. That's why.
Okay. Sure. I have a plus 10. That's an 18.
That's a fail.
Okay.
As you hear the same voice, what are you doing here?
Looking for an item.
What item?
Set of armor.
Okay, so it's not our holy relic. You can go on.
What do you guys worship?
You'll find out. Go on. As it
okay,
tips itself, as it tips itself, and the other myconid spore, the other small myconids sprouts all glow, lighting up the path for you.
I just look at the others and I just shrug.
You
I
got
start walking.
lucky that this thing didn't perceive you as a threat. These things have higher stats than the normal sprouts. That intelligence check really went in your favor, guys.
Look,
I think Eris, who's like staying behind, is like, are they talking in your mind?
I just nod.
Mm.
By the way, for the next hour, Oberon and Mr. E can communicate telepathically when they are within 30 feet of each other.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
You
That's
all
called
will
the
pass
first
by
round of
these,
fighting.
so I will need pass by these sprouts within 10 feet of them on your way through, so I will roll for Martha.
Oberon has never used telepathy before, so it's just his
And-
random
Fail,
Thoughts are just
fail. Guess what, guys? You all can communicate telepathically for the next hour.
Oberon's random, almost unfiltered thoughts are just hitting other people's heads as he walks. He's never used telepathy before. He's not a caster. Oh man, these little mushroom guys are pretty interesting. Wonder where they are. Just on and on
You
and
hear
on.
you hear very clearly. Stop thinking so loud.
Oberon doesn't know what that means.
As I look over Martha's shoulder. Yes, Martha, you are getting the word correct. Good. No, not an E, an sound.
Martha's gonna get tutoring. Understood. As you all are shown the way, and you come across a rather large colony of myconids, which in the center of which is a myconid sovereign, a one that is bigger than normal. It is huge, equivalent to what you'd assume one of these trees were of it at one point, about 100 years ago. And wrapped around it is what looks to be a glowing strap of leather. As 10 adult myconids are around it, and they are humming.
Strange. I wait to be spoken to because they're doing some kind of holy ritual, apparently.
You hear, "Hey, boss, weird people showed up again."
Again?
As the sovereign turns, and for those with tryptophobia, that's the face. Tryptophobia. Enjoy. And you hear a, "Welcome to the island, children."
Hi. I
What
don't
is
know
it?
if I'm a... But
Hmm?
I'll run with it.
What is it that you seek?
We're here to get the armor at the center of the island. We were just curious about the humming, making sure stuff...
The warmth of the island is what you're after. Be careful. Things in there bite.
Like what? What's in there?
As this one is going to roll an intelligence check to see if it
I
actually
can't wait.
knows.
Can't wait to see like a 3 and be like big scale. It's bite.
I will.
And
I
as
will.
it
I will.
says
I will.
things.
I'm sorry.
Ahead,
I was going to just flash of genius him, so I'm sending him like, what do you call it? Just like just information, like a dictionary essentially,
Give him
That's...
images that he...
Oh no.
or
No,
images.
you're too late. You've claimed you're using it. Fuck.
And
Yeah,
as he
negative
says
one?
that things bite, I look at Martha going,
Yeah,
so do some of our party.
yeah. So flash of genius, so that he gets
No,
plus
that's... No,
5.
no, no. -1 with the flash of genius.
Oh, oh shoot. Okay.
As you have now realized the worst thing about this, as it is old, it gets confused easily. It gets a minus when someone tries to boost a mental stat.
Hmm. Okay.
So mental checks with this thing are fucking weird.
I pulled back slightly, and I just what do you call? I apologize in my mind. I'm sorry. I did not know.
I don't quite remember. It seems like they were made of fire, though.
Look, I'm not gonna think it. I'm not gonna say it, but out of game, we all know we already knew that.
The most unhelpful old man has arrived. Say hello
Like, dude,
to
the
Grandpappy
volcano.
Shroom.
I assumed it
Aw.
was fire elementals.
Mm-hmm.
I can make sure you all can talk without being heard while you're here if you'd like, but you will have to do something for me.
Sure.
That-
What would you need to do?
This asshole named Mr. Bones stole something. I need it back.
Who is Mr. Bones?
He guards the entrance to the volcano. The warm
Okay.
spot.
How does he fight? What does he do? And what did he take?
He doesn't fight. He talks a lot, though. He's rather annoying. He took as he points to a log that obviously at one point had like a giant barrel-sized cup on it. You don't know what it was filled with, but the marking is clear. Took my favorite cup.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like we're going to have to go through Mr. Bones anyway.
Oh, he just guards one entrance. I could show you to another if you'd rather not.
I mean, we might as well take him out anyway, right? Because we are going.
What guards the other entrances?
Some birds guard another.
That sounds awful. I can only fight in melee. That sounds horrible.
And I don't remember what guards the last one. I've never seen anything there.
Willing to bet the last one's the most dangerous.
I think I like look the other than I think Eris says like, you know what? I think Mr. Bones might be the best option.
Apparently he doesn't fight. I agree.
Yeah.
Sure. We can get your stuff back from Mr. Bones.
Okay. Before you leave, come up here and touch the belt.
Is it holy?
Huh?
I asked if it's holy.
It's an artifact from when I was planted here.
Cameron, if I roll, how old is this?
Give me a nature check. Or a history check to recognize how old he is.
Do a history check.
I'm better at history. Shit, dude. That's 12.
That is a 16.
That's a 26 on nature.
Jeez, yes.
26 on nature. For Oberon, he's older than you.
Oh, God.
For Eris, this guy's at least 500 years old. As a matter of fact, and for Mr. E, this guy is the forest. All of these trees are a part of him.
Okay then.
He has been here for a long time.
I go and touch the belt.
Yeah, I see him go for it, and I go for it as well.
You all gain a mild boon for while you're on this island of telepathy within 30 feet.
Mm,
Went from an hour to while on the island. That works.
perfect.
I now have boons from 4 different creatures active at once. I am the boon
Oh,
man.
there's another thing with this. You're now resistant to poisons, if you weren't already.
Ooh.
While on the island?
Yes.
Perfect.
There you go. Mr.
Thank
Bones
you.
likes to play games, so be careful. Show him the way, little ones. As they light up and start showing you the way.
All right. Time to work my my Oberon charisma, I guess. Let's do this.
I'll keep Eris will just keep his mind sharp to make sure nothing bad happens.
I go through my spells to see if I can do anything that would mess with Mr. Bones' mind.
You don't want to try to do that.
That sounds fun,
I'm going through my spells to see what's available. I don't know Mr. Bones yet.
No, you get a message in your mind of, don't do that.
Okay. Thank you for that information.
You don't want to see what's in that head of his. I did once. Forgot a lot afterwards.
Cameron, if we just the reason that my teacher is forgetful, I swear to God, it's Mr. Bones.
You'll find out.
I will rebel and attack Mr. Bones. Fair?
You will find out what's going on. As it will take you all roughly an hour again through the jungle, since you're being shown the way to get there. You have a little bit of time to roleplay while I have to handle one thing.
So, do we think Mr. Bones is like gonna mess with us? Like his game's gonna be illusions, or like
It could be that. It also could just be like maybe he like goads people. I don't know. Like it seems.
Do we think we're gonna have to play a literal game, like a game of chess, like Dragon Chess?
Or
If
riddles.
it's something like Dragon Chess or Riddles, I could probably help with that. But if it's just like straight up lying, that's probably better for. I think Mr. E might be better at determining what's a lie and not.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've never been to school. I'm not exactly a learned person.
Mm,
Um,
yeah,
kind of turns out education's weird when you're raised by Fae. Um,
yeah. I mean, Dwarven school for me at least was literally just like try something to see if it works, and if not, then try something else.
yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped a lot of my lessons because a lot of them were about stealing souls and tricking people into deals.
Mm.
That sounds horrible.
Fae are interesting creatures.
I'd like to meet one day. You all still hear Grandpappy Slime. I meant
My
mushroom.
my eyes narrow because this is a forest. There should be Fae here somewhere. There's
As
no
you,
Fae.
there has. I've never seen one.
That's weird. Okay.
At least not since that one Skeleman came here.
I swear to God, he's imprisoning Fae. There's gonna be a riot.
As you all appear, and sitting in front of the stand, sitting in front of here, there is logs. There's a small log cabin in front of the cave entrance. Sitting outside in a rocking chair with a tricorn hat on is a skeleton, a storm giant skeleton.
It's an old man. It's my ultimate enemy.
I'll leave you to it then. Be careful, he's tricky.
Mm.
Uh, I will finish setting the scene with the storm giant skeleton. Beside him is a barrel that has been split in two.
He broke it.
It has been cut cleanly in two with both ends added, and it looks like there is a sledding slope. With a poorly written sign, does anybody speak giant?
No, I do not speak giant,
Hey,
unfortunately.
giant.
I'll be right back, guys. My roommate just locked himself out of the apartment.
Harris, you do speak giant.
Oh, I do. 1 second, then. Sorry, like I said, my roommate just locked himself out of the apartment,
Go,
so I have to
go,
get
go.
them.
We'll take a 5-minute breather.
How? How does that happen? What did?
As you read the giant, it reads Mr. Bones Wild Ride.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Sorry.
It
You-
reads
you-
Mr. Bones Wild Ride.
You
Mr.
motherfucker.
Bones. I just say Mr. Bones Wild Ride out loud.
As you do, light appears in the skeleton's eyes as it looks, its head snaps to look at you. Would you like to go on my wild ride?
Did you break
I make-
Grandpa's mug? Did you?
He stole my
Can I
sledding. He stole and fixed my sledding barrel.
Can I make an Arcana check to see like what magic is it like magic or something that is like maneuvering this Mr. Bones? Or, like what type?
Go ahead and give an Arcana check if you want.
It is a skeleton. I don't fully believe it's just a random undead that makes a random.
Like
barrel?
14.
14. You can't quite tell. This is definitely arcane magic, but you can't pin it down where it's coming from.
Damn.
Can I roll? And this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna explain myself. I'd like to roll history.
Give me the reason.
I want to inspect based on historical text, see if this is actually an undead or puppeted based on how it's moving.
Okay. I also have a third category for this, so okay.
I gotta roll with the high. Yeah!
Nat 20 plus 7. Okay.
Hell yeah.
You realize that this is the first undead that the Lich ever made.
I sigh.
As you can sense with that nat 20, you sense a fragment of his memory in it.
Now, the undead thing, do I just know from the fragment, or have I seen this undead?
You've seen this undead before. It's been a long time. You were like 3, but you remember him. He
I just look at
always
the
had a thing
tree.
for gambling, and he would make bets for body parts. He originally
I
was
look.
it. He was originally a goblin skeleton.
Yeah, I look at the other three. I just say, give me a second. It's good to see you again, Mr. Bones.
He leans down and looks at you. Wait a minute, Oberon!
Yeah.
Get in the sled, buddy. You get to go free.
You know
Like,
this person, Oberon?
he's the first one created by Teacher.
Mm.
Because
Eris,
you have that
that'll
connection.
click. That's your
Because you have
teacher
that
too.
connection, Oberon, could you ask for the cup back?
Can I, before I take a ride, Mr. Bones, can I get the full context of this whole thing of you stole from him and he stole from you? How did it start? How did it
Well,
start?
he was planted here by your teacher. I was put here to guard the thing. Then more caves opened up, so I
Sure.
enslaved some creatures with some deals and put them there.
Okay.
And now I sort of have to run the trials to make sure you're ready for the thing. And
So-
when your teacher left, he left one barrel on this island, and we've kind of been fighting over it for how long has it been now?
Well, we figured
Over
out
500 years.
we figured he's like 500 years old. When he was planted here.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been growing for, I mean, it's been 200 years.
Damn.
Yeah, well, 200 years for you, like 18 years for me.
That's wild, kid. Anyways,
Yeah, say well.
if you have another
What
barrel,
the-
I'll happily fix this one and give it back. But otherwise, I
Did
need
our
my
ship-
sled barrel.
Did
I
our
can
ship
make
have
a- I can make a barrel.
No, like, I want to ask, did our ship have a barrel?
Yeah, you have a few barrels, and a few of them would be empty by now.
I just look at Air I can just make the walk and get another barrel.
I
Yeah,
take
sure,
my
go ahead.
backpack off and I start looking through it. I've got a lot of stuff.
I'll be right back. Start trucking back.
Anyways, anybody here want to spin the wheel?
What's on? Can I see what's on the wheel itself?
What is the
He
wheel?
steps into the cabin and pulls out a giant wooden wheel with just question marks over it. The one that has the arrow pointed to it says win 10 gold.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm
Here's the
gambling wheel.
thing. Eris is not a gambling man, but the person playing Eris, which is me, loves to gamble.
I pull out a basket, a bucket, and I say, I know these aren't barrels, but would these work?
Do I look like I can fit in them? Does it look like any inhabitants other than the tiny shrooms on the island can fit in them?
No, but you might have tiny people show up.
I still need a barrel,
A hard bargain.
but I'll pay you for them. As he reaches between his ribs and pulls out a coin purse and starts counting out, and hands you 10 gold for each.
I was
Ooh.
really hoping it was going to be like, you get a free wheel spin.
How much for
However,
a spin?
looking at the coins, they only have his face on them.
Hmm.
They are not usable anywhere.
How much for a spin? Eris
gold.
says.
I hand the 10
Hmm.
gold coins to Eris.
You have 20.
I mean,
He
we
hands you
can't
10
spend.
each.
We can't spend them. We can't really spend them anywhere else.
You could just give him his own money back to spin twice.
Yeah, I'm doing it. You know what? Yeah, give me Eris immediately. Something comes over Eris, me, and is just like, give me a spin.
Give me a 2d100 roll. Give me a d100 roll for each time you spin.
I'll do one roll for now.
I'm still looking through my
50
backpack.
on the dot.
My God.
No,
It'll take you only like 30 minutes to go get the barrel then, Chaz.
Alright.
As the wheel is spun, and you land on grow 3 inches.
Oh, it's actually
Hey.
just wild.
Eris is just like, huh. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
There it is. Nope, we are re-rolling
You
that. I'm using my
heard!
lucky
It
point.
is very sore to
I'm
grow
using
3 inches
I
suddenly.
I use my and I'm not using lucky for this. It's fine, whatever. So what's the
It's
what's the effect? It just hurts.
your movement speed is halved for an hour.
Ah, okay.
You are
could
sore.
be-
If you remember having growth spurts as a kid, it's that.
Yeah, okay. Eris is gonna be like, you know what? Hit me again for doing this again. That is a 19.
Pull up this list here.
I'm curious why he looks. How tall is Eris now?
Eris was originally like 6 on the dot, so now it's just 6'3".
Hey, perfect.
As it lands on try again. You get another spin.
You know I have to spin again. I love gambling. 53.
Win 1 gem as Mr. Bones cackles and coughs up a garnet.
Ooh, is it magical or is it just a garnet?
It is just a garnet. It's about the size of
Perfect.
it is about the size of the tip of your finger, but it is a
Mm-hmm.
garnet.
Eris puts that in his like pouch, and he's like, "Oh shoot, I forgot my legs fucking hurt."
And I pull a chest out of my backpack. I have this.
You can get 3 free spins for that. I don't have any more coins. As he seems to have eaten the ones that were handed to him to spin the wheel.
Oh,
But by eat them, does that just fall back into his ribs?
You don't know.
I don't. I don't like that. I don't like that.
All right. I will take my 3 spins then.
1d100 for each of them.
Let's see. The first one is 24.
It lands on your half your rations expire if possible.
oh,
Okay.
Oh,
You are using
Next
the
one
food
is.
pellets from Sunny, so that can't physically happen.
hell
I
yeah.
think I actually have rations in one of my bags somewhere, so I'll just get rid
Half
of
of
half
them are
those.
spoiled.
Yep. And then the next one is 80. 80.
Uh, what is Mr. E's favorite flavor in the world?
Ah, vanilla.
You now can taste vanilla for an hour.
Mm, happy thoughts.
you know it's
And
good
then my
until 10 minutes in when you don't want to taste it anymore. It doesn't go
yeah.
away.
Last roll is a 47.
I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Well,
You cough up 12 pencils.
ow. Eris, do you need some pencils?
I'm good, but thank you.
Mr. Bones, would you like some pencils?
Sure, I'll take them, as he picks them up and eats them.
Okay. Well,
Do
that
I
was my 3
see?
rolls.
Can I observe if Mr. Bones as he eats things to see where the food ends up, if
As he
anywhere?
chews it up, it doesn't actually seem to break and vanishes.
Oh, yeah. I don't like.
There
Eris
is a
doesn't like
special
that.
prize on this wheel. No one's been able to roll it yet. I'm a little sad.
I see. Well, thanks for letting us roll your what do you call it? Your wheel, Mr.
Yeah,
Bones.
spin the wheel. No one else on this island ever does. As he slowly puts it away. At this point, I will state that Oberon, you are back with a barrel. You see Mr. Bones putting away a big wheel. You've never seen this thing before.
I got a
Eris
barrel.
is 3 inches taller.
I got a barrel.
All right, as he bends down and puts the other barrel back together and knocks the lid out, and suddenly a handle appears, turning into a giant mug. Set it there. I'll go take this one back, and then I have to do your tests. These two already failed. They fell victim to gambling.
Is that why all the effects were bad or just neutral?
Yep.
I got
There
a,
is
I
one.
got a Ruby.
There are a few good things. There is one really good item on that wheel.
Let's be honest, Eris. A gem at our level is neutral. It doesn't mean anything.
That's true. And also my legs hurt, so I'm just gonna be flying
As
around
he
for a
walks
bit.
over and you see some adult Mike and it's barely at the edge of the floor, staying out of the sunlight as he hands them the barrel to them. And comes back. Alright, now, Oberon. First, do you want to spin the wheel?
Not particularly.
Are you
Wild
sure?
magic.
The wheel's fun.
I would recommend no.
Oberon's also obviously thinking no, but he's trying to think of a way to say it politely.
Still tasting vanilla and thinking of coughing up the
You-
pencils I just did.
I would rather not spin a wheel that has bad effects and could hurt my friends.
I promise none of the effects will hurt your friends, only you if you get them.
Okay, but if I get hurt, maybe I can't save my friends later. This
Yeah.
island is
You want to spin it on the way out then?
I get this as a test, and I really don't want to gamble, but I also don't want you to feel bad.
You've passed the first test.
Okay.
Second test, as he puts a hand back up in his ribs again and fishes around, pulling out a blue lantern. You're gonna need this.
Okay.
The interior of that volcano is a maze. That is the key. Good luck. As he sits back down on his rocking chair.
Am
I
I
have a
allowed
quick
for
question for
information,
Oberon.
or do I have to go? Or do I just...
You can do whatever you want.
What's the correct path?
I can't tell you that. It shifts every now and then.
Ah, okay. What kind of enemies are in the maze?
Elementals, things that are on fire, things that like to be on fire.
Sick. I'm gonna hand something to Eris.
And a giant stone golem that's the cleaning crew.
Okay, so the stone golem is not an enemy, it's a janitor.
I gotta get rid of the bones somehow, so I kind of picked up Golemancy at one point.
I'll hand to Eris, because I'm never gonna have a free hand, the Lantern of Elemental Tracking.
Is it attunement or is it just holding it out?
It's just a lantern that starts to glow when an elemental is within 300 feet of us.
It's already
And
glowing.
it has to be a free hand, right?
Well, no, you can tell you hook it to your belt or something. It's just you have to have it on you.
Oh yeah, I'll hook it to my belt. Yeah.
It is already glowing, by the way.
Yep, but if there's ever a time where we know there's no enemies, it'll stop glowing. Huh. Is there anything
that
else?
lantern you can hook on your belt, and it should help you find the right path. That's your hint for that.
I'm assuming if it glows brighter, that means there's enemies ahead. Okay.
No, it'll glow
no.
brighter if they're
Oh,
closer, but it'll glow dimmer
Oh,
if
yeah.
they're further. That's all you get.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the idea of tracking is you're supposed to carry like a bunch. You know what enemy type is coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
I only have the one.
There is an artificer within the city that was working on a detect creature lamp.
We can check
It wasn't
it out.
Sparksy, was it?
No.
I'll have to check that out.
Is there
Mhm.
anything you want to ask about the maze before we go in?
If we successfully traverse the maze, how long would it approximately take us to walk it?
Last time I walked it, I was shorter than you. And
Goblin,
it took
yeah.
me about a day.
All right, thank you.
We're probably going to be down there a couple days at least.
Mm-hmm.
Any other
Okay.
questions?
Eris?
Did
I
we get
think
the mug
Aaron
back?
was like,
Hmm?
yeah, we gave the mug. We gave the mug back to the Mike. Mr. Bones gave the mug
Okay.
back to the
You do
Myconids.
hear in your mind after about an hour, thank you.
There you go.
Mm.
Now they both have barrels. They both be happy now.
Okay. Let me just put tracking lantern in my what do you call it? In my inventory here. I'm gonna. Eris is just gonna ask, can we keep the lantern, or is that, or do we have to give it back?
Once you get to where it needs to go, it's gonna have to stay there till I go get it, or I might not
Yeah,
even
Okay.
need to if you do
figured,
manage to get to the armor.
I
All
figured
right.
it's a little key. We're gonna have to put it somewhere to open something.
All right. Okay. So basically, we'll see when we see it.
Um,
Gotcha.
I will state that the lantern is cold to the touch, despite it being lit with what looks like a blue flame.
Mm-hmm. Well, blue fire DB is cold, right? Because it's a separate element. It's not
Mhm.
fire.
It's just something that your characters have not come across before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oberon doesn't know why. He's very intrigued, but I mean,
I
it
can
is what it
imagine
is.
he's poking the fire.
I can probably barely feel it, to be honest, because I have thick metal gauntlets on.
Mhm.
So
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Eris just clips the lantern to his what do you call it? To his like belt.
Uh, okay. There is a riddle as well.
I don't
I
know.
forgot it years ago, though, so I'm not gonna do it.
Mm.
I did roll an
Fair.
intelligence check for this, by the way. He did actually forget the fucking riddle.
I'll take it. We beat a test without doing anything.
So instead, Oberon, you remember me. What
Mm-hmm.
was my favorite food in life?
Cameron, I'm gonna ask out of game. Is this a trick question? Because I never saw him alive.
This is a half trick question. He did mention it at least once to you. I
My
have the
rolling.
DC, and it is lowered because you got a nat 20 on your last history check with him.
Yeah, but I only have a +7 to history.
Can I
Right?
assist in the history check?
You can. You have advantage now.
Okay, sure. Nat 20.
Hell
God
yeah.
damn. He was very
My his-
partial to pork
Look,
rib.
history's on. Wait, what was it?
He
Pork
he
ribs.
he loved pork rib.
Is that a pun? So I sigh.
As he sits
You,
there waiting.
you liked pork rib, which is
Damn right,
really
'cause that
ironic.
was a short rib.
Yeah, yeah. I knew it was a pun.
Alright. As he steps over to the what looks like a full-on open cave entrance and actually grabs something and moves it, dragging it to the side. There might be some young red dragons in there. I'm not sure anymore. Some things have moved around.
If that's the case, thank God I have fire resistance. I'm ready to fight a red dragon as long as it's not too big. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, I did make myself. Let me see here. I did change some of my infusions up, so I gave myself yeah, resistant armor to fire, so I'm good as well.
I'm gonna attach the lantern to my belt because I have to carry a shield in one hand and a sword in the other.
You realize that the lantern is useless for you to carry. It gives resistance to fire.
Oh,
Wait,
I give it. I give it
hey,
to someone else.
history. Fire resistance item that's not attunable. That's not.
There you go. You want him to me? Because I don't need the fire resistance.
Also, it's not useless because if I'm carrying, I get double fire resistance because it does stack, but I don't need it that bad. Unless you really want me to tank and take a quarter damage, because I can.
Wait, so does that mean it does quarter damage to me as well then?
If you're
Or
double
no? That's
fire
just
resistant, yeah.
Technically. Because if the separate items they go filters, like it halves and then it halves again.
oh,
It halves.
that's actually pretty good then. Does anyone else not have fire resistance right now, like Martha or Mr. E, or do they all have some form of it?
I
I
don't
have a
think
ring of fire resistance.
I'll give it to Mr. E then,
Martha does
probably.
not have any fire resistance currently.
Yep. Martha does it,
Well,
which could be
Martha's a barbarian. Martha has. Wait, no, she's not. She's not a bear.
Yes,
A bear
she is.
totem. Oh, she
Yeah.
is. Oh, then she'll be fine then, if she rages.
She has resistance all, so that's fine.
Yeah, yeah. So she'll be fine then. I'll just give it to Mr. E then.
And I don't have to tune to it.
Nope,
Nope.
it is
You just have to
unattunable because it
attach.
is a temporary
Hey!
item.
Speaking of Martha,
And
Martha!
what is it again?
it's not named.
It's not a named
item.
item. It's not an actual item. Just blue flame lantern.
Oh, so I just put it on my belt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you have resistance, which I will take. Which yeah,
And
you already have from your Ring of Fire
you'll-
resistance. So
You'll know if you lose the item because you'll suddenly start feeling more heat.
Yeah.
to catch Martha up, you all are on the island. You met the Myconid colony with Great Grandpappy Shroom, and you have met Mr. Bones. Mr.
She's
Bones is
spooky
a storm
scary.
giant skeleton who was at once a goblin skeleton.
We
Sounds
pa-
very spooky, scary.
We
And you
passed
got
this
a
for.
+1 to reading.
You also
You got a plus one.
you also did get a boost to reading. You now have advantage in survival situations of volcanoes.
Oh, very nice. That
We are
sounds
now
very relevant.
Well, yes, because we are now delving into the volcano as you got here.
I stalled for the perfect amount of time as Martha stops reading the book and Mr. Bones looks at her. Wait, do you want to spin the wheel?
Yes.
No.
What do you got to spin the wheel?
Oh,
Yeah, you
Ah,
gotta pay or bribe to spin the wheel. Either
Hmm.
gold
items.
pieces or like a bucket of some kind.
You can offer him items like random buckets. You will take them.
Or a basket. Or a chest.
You just gotta
All
sell
of
them on
which I've already given.
really anything. You just gotta sell them on it.
let's see. Would you take a toenail?
No.
What?
Oh,
What? I just look
would
at
you
Mark
take?
so lost.
Would you take a piece of bread?
You got one more try.
Oh no.
Would you take chocolate? Would you take some chocolate?
Damn right I will.
I gave him the chocolate from the chaos god.
They're both spinning a wheel.
As he eats it and nothing fucking happens.
Oh god. Oh, because it's not. He's actually eating. He's just putting him in a subspace. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair.
He drags out this
Ah.
big wheel and it is still pointing at the last one that it was on, which is throw up pencils.
Huh.
That was not pleasant.
It doesn't sound pleasant.
Roll
Spins it anyway.
D100.
And Martha has
Hell yeah.
failed.
So D100. Roll 97.
Wait, what?
Did they get the thing?
No, they nearly got the thing. They're one off, but they got something else really incredible. An emblem appears on your hand, Martha. You can call
Oh.
forth the force of a demigod for one action.
Is it a specific
Oh.
demigod?
There is a
Hey,
very
it-
specific demigod, as it is an anchor.
A water demigod.
I smell it.
With that seems to have storm clouds around it.
Is Mr. Bones a demigod? Is Mr. Bones?
Damn, I haven't seen that guy in a while. You know what? For that, as he reaches up into his ribs and hands you a purse that looks like it's made out of ribs. Take that with you. Have your little friend there
Oh.
identify it. You showed me something interesting. As you are given a
Whoa.
Bones grab bag.
Can
I can identify it.
Can I carry Eris while they identify so they don't burn a spell slot? So they use
Yeah.
it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Carry Eris.
Wait, fireman or like what? How are you carrying me?
It's up
Yoda.
to you.
Yoda.
You.
Yeah, I'm just like on your back, piggybacking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Eris is like, thank God my legs are killing me. As he like me, and then he starts like looking at the.
The bones grab bag. It works akin to a bag of the Juggernaut, except it stores things within Mr. Bones, so things will go missing if people show up on the island, as he uses them to trade and barter.
However, you can steal the bartered items that he gets.
You
You
can get your chocolate back.
you can grab anything that is in there. Currently, there is 12 pencils that you can grab, a chocolate,
And 20
which
coins.
and 20 Mr. Bones doubloons.
What about the basket, the bucket, and the
Those are
chest?
sitting out by him, as they are going to become sleds.
I I had to check something, so I wanted to be sure because I'm carrying Eris. So Eris is 6'3". I'm 5'7" in character.
Also, one other thing, the chocolate does go missing right in front of your eyes, Eris. As
Oh.
a skeletal hand grabs it and goes, "Ooh, piece of candy!" As you hear echo out of the
Oh,
bag.
good news, Eris. You can see well over Oberon's head while he's carrying you.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of. I'm trying to imagine how this would look. Like, are my legs just like spindle? So.
Walking into the volcano, you are immediately met with an obsidian wall maze. Streaks of lava in the cracks, pushing through, as lava
All
magma
right.
still seems to flow.
I keep an eye on the brightness of the lantern, and I will notify Oberon as it gets brighter and dimmer
Which
as we are
lantern?
walking.
Because the one you're wearing doesn't do anything. It's just the same light. The one
Oh,
Eris has that tells where elementals are is glowing about as bright as an LED
Well,
bulb right
Mr.
now.
Bones did
Mm,
say the lantern he gave us would help us find the way.
Yeah, it will.
So,
It's
maybe the
oh,
stronger it is, the.
well, Eris, do you want to identify the lantern as well and see what
Yeah,
it
I'll
is?
also identify the lanterns. We're just like spending some time just like in the front. Yeah,
I
I
walk right next to Mr. E while I carry you.
yeah. So I'm just identifying
ritual
it as well.
identify again. The best part about this is this lantern reveals hidden sigils within this maze, showing the
Hidden
So
direction you
sigils.
need to go.
Mystery's gonna have to shine it on like every wall we walk by.
Okay.
This will equate to a plus 10 on survival checks to navigate the maze.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we will actually, I would like you all to give me a moment to jump over to roll initiative, as these things will be searching for you now.
Ooh.
Fight me.
I forgot to take
Me
some of these things
too.
out of this.
11.
Okay.
Plus 5
unnatural
for
20.
initiative. Still rolling 11s.
And Martha, if you can.
Initiative.
Yep.
Yep.
As there are traps that will go off at initiative 10, and other things that will be moving around. We start with Eris. You are being carried. You can do nothing. Other than, things that
Question: what
involve
happens
with
if
being
I?
carried.
Yeah. I guess like just keeping like actually you know what I'll do find familiar so that I can like summon Tick and just send Tick like in front.
Alright,
Wait,
Tickle.
no. Yeah. Tick will just be around just in case we need like a familiar around, so he'll just be out already.
Alright. Since there is world actions, you will not be able to. You're not going to be able to go with the normal rules because this is not a regular combat until enemies appear.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. E, you are up.
I will be using my rust bag of tricks. All 3 charges.
Go ahead and tell me what animals you pull. They will act at the end of your turn
And
each turn.
do literally any of the animals have fire resistance? Because are they just going to die to the environment immediately?
This is true.
Let's see, a 3 and 2 4s, which is a mastiff and 2 goats.
I gotta check goat health. God damn it.
Goats are not built for hot weather.
Yes, they
Not,
are.
not
Not
this hot.
volcano hot,
No,
man.
He
not
didn't say that.
tropical volcano. They're gonna burn.
He said hot weather, not tropical hot.
Good news. You guys learned that the the goats die immediately.
Damn.
Oh no! Wait, it's like, oh no! Wait.
Let me check the mastiff's health.
You know, a mastiff has it's a mastiff. It's a dog.
The mastiff also dies immediately.
Oh
Well,
my god.
darn.
As a matter
Well,
of
that
fact,
didn't
Tick
work.
might go down immediately as well, but they're flying, so they have some essential.
Do I
It's
see
also
that Tick
really
is like? Do I see that Tick is like struggling from the heat a little bit?
Yes.
I think I'll be like, okay, you know what, Tick, just stay in the void for a little bit, as I just like desummon him.
As you all realize that this place is at least dealing 10 points of fire damage, and fire resistance is the only thing negating those 10.
I see. Oh shoot! Wait, no. How's my cannon doing?
Poof.
well, that sucks. Let's see.
It is on fire.
Oh.
I can make a. I can quickly make a. I didn't make a cannon already, so I can just like dismantle this one and then make a tiny one that will just go on my shoulder essentially. So like yeah, I quickly step down from like what do you call
Also,
it,
I do need
Oberon?
a marching order aside from where you all are, aside from
Tank.
Yeah.
Harrison.
The tank goes first. The tank always goes first.
Okay.
The
Who's the
wizard
Just
tank?
goes last.
I'm
Martha,
just
Oberon.
imagining
are
that.
are you all within 30 feet of each other, or 30 feet of Mr. E?
I would think we'd stay close together. It's a shifting maze. If we don't, a wall could
Yeah.
show up and split us
Good.
off.
That is what
Uh-huh.
is negating, as Harris would have finished and found out that this thing negates the fire damage from the floor.
Hmm. Yeah.
If you get split up too much, you will start taking that.
Hold on. If the lantern negates the fire from the floor, wouldn't the animals have
Not
survived?
not to non-sentient creatures.
Oh.
No
Hmm.
animals. Tick's technically a
Yeah.
machine. The cannon's not sent it. Yeah.
Yeah, the cannon's gonna stay on my shoulder for now at least, and hopefully it doesn't. And hopefully it doesn't like die immediately.
Martha, it is
Yeah.
your turn. You can just state that you will move with the group if you would like, or anything else you would like to do.
Hmm. I will move with the group.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I didn't bring anything to cook on the lava, so no.
I have
Back at the
cooking
cave
utensils in my
entrance,
backpack.
Mr. E, not Mr. E, Mr. Bones has cut a steak off of something, and you hear sizzling.
I get a kick puppy look on my face as I smell the delicious sizzling.
Okay, Oberon, it is you are up in this instance, and since you are leading, the party will move with you.
All right. You said survival to navigate.
Mm-hmm. And because of that,
Alright.
you have a +10 because you are with Mr. E, and anyone can help.
I'll give the help action.
I assist.
One
Alright.
help action is allowed,
E3.
so
This is
I'll let Mr. E do it because I can just flash of genius if they need an extra
that
boost.
would be a
Um,
20.
nice.
you are able to get your way into the maze, and you come across the deeper you go, the more flowing lava there is inside the obsidian. You do hear a roar and some skittering, as these things will now have to roll this to try and sense you all.
Lions and cockroaches. Oh, good.
That one knows where you all are.
Lava roaches.
That one doesn't. And that one does. Okay, that's not good.
Bring it
As
on.
you all are able to get yourselves about 80 feet, actually no, 120 feet into the maze where there's more split paths, and and something seems to be heading towards you. Two things from two different directions. One from the left and one from the right.
Are they like parallel entryways, or are they?
It looks like a four-way cross with a
I
small
mean,
10-foot room.
what at this point, walking forward, letting the pincer is dumb. I'm just gonna wait at the cross, like a little bit back, to wait for them to come to me. To get a jump on them.
Alright, I'm guessing the party would like to hold their actions to jump whichever one's faster.
Yeah,
Correct.
guns ready.
Uh, and the first thing that pops out is bright red scales as it rounds the corner. A young
What?
red dragon.
Oh, motherfucker.
It is not the healthiest looking though, as it seems to have been lost in here for a while.
Oh no, the dragon's not doing too hot.
It does
Oh.
not look healthy.
You know, I
Can I
would
pet it?
offer to, like, feed it or something, but red dragons are chaotic evil, so I don't.
Not all dragon. I will state again, you've come across creatures that did not follow the strict regular alignment.
If I feed you, will you not fight us?
What language are you asking that in?
I think I speak Draconic.
You do. Lucky for you, it is able to answer. Hungry, tired, mean skeleton outside.
Just gonna, I'm just gonna feed him a bead of nourishment. Here you go.
Uh, give me a persuasion check
Am
at
I persuasive?
advantage.
I am. Why is
This-
persuasion my second highest check? All right.
This is one of your highest checks that you've never had to do.
I'm so goddamn persuasive. It's 26.
It lays down and just relaxes as the next thing comes around the corner as the red dragon moves itself off to the side, and a skittering rock bird that looks like it has been mutated comes out around the corner.
All right, I can't negotiate with that one.
You
It is also
sure?
looking malnourished,
I don't speak animal. That's why I can't
and its
negotiate.
initiative has been set, and we will jump, and you all have your surprise round.
All right. Right now, my for some reason D&D Beyond is down, so I might just be rolling physically here.
That's
You
fine.
know, yeah,
In the bot chat, you are
Well-
welcome to roll.
yeah. I'll do that. I'll do just that. Oh wait, never mind. I got it here on my cell phone. Hold on.
Say who's first in surprise round?
Uh, we'll just go down initiative. It's Eris first.
It's Erising time.
More
Technically, I'm not moving because I'm on. I'll shoot twice. Yeah, because I'm not moving right now.
Bang bang! At the
First
malnourished
shot.
crawling rock.
God fucking damn it! It's only 15.
That hits.
Oh shoot. Okay, that's nice.
I mean, it's
That
a
will
bird
be
that's on the ground.
15 damage.
Ooh.
All
Is
right.
it dead?
No.
Okay, next
It
shot.
is a large bird
29.
that hits.
That will do 19 damage.
All right. And since that's your two attacks for not moving, and the surprise round, we're moving on. You don't get your
Bonus action. Oh no, bonus action. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because this is a surprise attack.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mr. E, go ahead.
I would like to use a Shadow Gang ability.
All right.
For the love of crafting, out of the dungeon. This is the one, boys. I'm feeling it. Level 5. Chill Touch.
Oh, okay. Roll your 5 to hits, I do believe. Or is that 5 saves?
to hits.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. The
And
first one
3d8
is
per hit. God damn.
the first one's gonna be a 17,
Hit.
then a 20, 24, 15, and 18.
All of them hit.
All
Wow.
right. So that's gonna be 15d8 of damage.
Yeah. Damn.
That'll be 77 points of damage.
As the
Holy
rock
shit.
does not look happy with this. And that'll be the end of your turn, I do believe.
Yes, it is.
Martha, you're up. The rock is about 20 feet away from you as it had skittered in.
Okay. I blood curse it. Curse it.
All
I
right.
I do a curse of binding on it.
What does that one do again? Oh, God. Okay.
It binds.
Uh,
Reduces speed to 0 and it cannot take reaction until the end of your next turn.
Jesus.
okay. I take 6 damage for it though. So.
Mm,
Yeah. I forgot Blood Hunters existed for a hot minute, and I'm like, where is Curse of Binding from?
Isaac. It's from Isaac.
that's a
Uh,
22 to save. So it will
uh,
save against it.
oh.
You can sacrifice your movement for another action if you'd like, if you want to throw something at the rock.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I do.
What you got?
I do. I do. I move up, and I think I'm gonna
Well, if you
amplify the
move up,
damage on my cleaver.
if you move up, you
Ooh.
can't attack. That's
Oh yeah, 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 that's right. Okay. I guess I'll throw a javelin at it. Fuck it.
all right. Throw that javelin. Sharp stick, go.
18.
That hits.
Yay. 9.
As now there's a spear sticking out of it. Oberon, you're up.
Yeah, I sent you a question because I have an odd feeling. um,
You can
can I?
roll insight.
Yeah, I have a weird feeling. Well, fuck me. That's a 7.
I'll give you, what do you call it? I will give you, Thought of Genius, so +5.
There, with the flash of genius, there is a hidden meaning to this.
Because it's feeling like it's. If I say the right thing, will I get it? Like, will Oberon get it?
Yeah.
Am I being tested for compassion because it's a bunch of starving monsters in a fucking weird maze?
That someone's been keeping them in? Yeah. Most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're not supposed to attack anything. Okay. Yep. Let me look at my healing spells for the bird.
You can technically. I will state with that figured out in the insight, you can non lethally knock something out and have it be okay.
Alright, sword in the sheath. Let's do it.
His name is El Kabong.
You wish. Alright, 4 swings. 21.
Hit.
I can kind of just roll them all before I do damage because it is one creature.
Hit.
23. 18. Roll pretty low to miss. 18.
Hit. You would have had to roll a 3 to miss.
I know. Alright. 10. 15. 17.
42.
17 again.
59.
D4s. Oh my god.
Okay, so 59 first and then the 13.
I will say that 13 is split between like each hit. Because each one is tied to one of the damages.
Oh, I know. It looks like it doesn't want to fight anymore.
You want to surrender, bud? I'll let you go.
You'll find out when it comes back to its turn as that That'll mark the end of the surprise round. Eris, you're up.
Did you say anything to Eris about like not attacking it?
Well, no, because he's already to speak on it. You would have seen him beat it with non-lethally, and then basically bend down to look it in the face.
Okay, so I thought you beat it non-lethally. Okay, so I would. I'm technically on your back still. Am I still on your back?
Yes, you
You
are.
never said you got off.
So you
Can
are
I?
literally within 5 feet.
Okay, I'm going to. What do you call it? I'm just gonna pull out my quarterstaff and non-lethally strike it a bunch.
He's going for the bonk. Roll it.
Yeah. Well, not my quarterstaff, I have my short sword, but yeah, still non-lethal.
Hey, you can use the short sword. You can do what I'm doing. I just have my sword in my.
I'm just hitting him
That's
with
a
the
hit.
pommel. I'll do both my yeah, I'm technically I didn't move, so I can technically just do it again. Yeah, that will be 13.
That'll miss.
Okay,
If
so I
you
just have
can't
to
KO it in this one hit, I'm gonna be depressed.
non-lethal, 7 damage.
I'm depressed.
Is it 8?
Yes! Literally, the average roll for that is a 3. You should have KO'd it. It looks like even more like it wants to run away. But it can't move. Oh, wait, no, it can. It saved that throw. Mr. E, you're up as you see them non-lethally bonking it unless Eris wants to do anything else.
I say to Mr. E, like, we're not supposed to kill this one.
I grab my quarterstaff for some non-lethal damage.
Mr. E runs up to bonk.
"24 to hit."
That hits. If you cannot KO this thing,
And since I'm using it two-handed, that'd be a 1d8 plus 3. Oh, God. 4 points. The lowest number I could hit it with.
it's knocked out. It is knocked out.
Sleep well, my child.
As it has 2 bullet wounds. Fucking. A bunch of necrotic spell burns, a spear sticking out of it. It's a great time, everybody.
You want me to heal it? I think Eris, yeah, Eris finally steps off Oberon's back.
As
He's
combat
like, "Do you want me
ends
to?"
and the dragon just walks over and starts dragging the rock away, looking like they're heading towards a chamber.
Mm.
Is he gonna eat it?
Roll insight.
I assist on that insight.
Take your advantage.
It's really funny because I'm not good at insight. Yeah, that says a lot. That's a 10.
You're not sure. He's either gonna tuck it in or eat it.
If he eats it, that's nature, right? That's not against my test.
Correct. You do not control the world. You only control your actions within it. As we will move on, and you all can roll. You can roll another survival, Oberon, if you would like to continue leading the party through.
And I assist with survival.
Go ahead. Advantage and take your additional plus 10 from staying within the range of the lamp.
Right,
Meanwhile,
that
from the
extra
lamp, you hear the song "Never Had a Friend Like Me."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. 30.
You're making great time as you think that every time Mr. Bones came in here, you realize he's never been much of a survivalist.
Seems more like a gambler to me.
As the walls shift from obsidian to literal lava, And these two now have to roll their thing, as they are actually much better off for this. Heard you and doesn't want to go there. Heard you, not smart enough not to go there. I also need everyone to give me a dexterity save.
Is it to stop us from falling, or
Yes! Which
I have
means...
boots of.
Okay, that's good for you. You have your boots of flying, but also Martha and Oberon get a bonus on this. The DC is lower because you two have read the book. Mr. E, you have a slightly lower DC because you partially read the book of Volcano Survival.
I failed. I don't care what you say. A nat 1 is a fail.
That is a fail!
Are you
For a
fucking
total of
kidding me? I'm using my lucky. I'm using lucky. I'm using lucky. I'm not doing this. I'm not. Both of us can't be rolling bad. It just has to be one of us. Okay, it can't be both of us.
No. Last time we
21.
played, I took your bad roll curse away from you and I absorbed it. This is my bad rolls right now.
Oberon, Martha, I need your rolls too before your deck
Okay.
saves.
I swear
Dex
to God,
save.
it's just this campaign that I can't roll well in. What is going?
14.
That's a pass because of the book.
Cool.
Eris did pass without the book. Mystery, you failed. Oberon,
Yep. Let's see.
let's see what your reading has gotten you.
That'd be an 18 with the book.
Yep, that's a pass with the book.
So reading does help.
Mr. E, as as the volcano rumbles and the lava seems to shift, you are going to take, and I will roll this for everybody to see. This way, I'm being completely open because this is lava touch. 18 fire damage, reduced to half
Ooh.
because of what you're carrying for 9. And then reduce it
And
again if
marked on
you,
the sheet.
because I do believe you have your Ring of Fire resistance attuned.
Yes.
Reduce it in half again, so you would only take 4.
So let me put 5 points back then.
As the walls of lava shift and move. I'll need another survival check.
I assist again.
Stop
Oh, dude,
doing that.
I'm just rolling with advantage every time at this point. I'm just always assuming someone's helping.
Alright.
25.
Survival.
Not from you, Martha.
21. Well,
It's only one person has to make it. This is for the group, but one person's making it for that's a 25.
So, 25.
As Oberon's leading you all through this with Mr. Eve's help.
nice.
You're making it deeper as the lava seems to heat up and the blue lamp finally starts glowing a bit brighter,
I
competing with the
mentioned this.
red light to keep it a more neutral lighting. That way you do not hurt your eyes. Let's see if this one is actually smart enough to get to you, since it is an idiot and is chasing down the noise. No, it is not. Is it smart enough to avoid that, though? No, it is not. As you hear crumbling to your right from a pathway nearby.
That's the wrong way.
Of course you rolled that there, and you're going to take half. That's great. Fucking dumbass bird. Luckily, nature's taking its course off screen as we look back to the party. This seems like a pretty good area. This room is about 20 feet big and in a radius. It's a circular room with 6 paths branching off of it. It looks like a decent area to set up camp, and you would wager a guess you've been in here for about 8 hours.
Oh, wow, we have been here for a while.
I
Time
cast Mage
has
Armor again.
How sweaty are we?
you're drenched in sweat pretty much as you have gone closer and closer to the core of the volcano.
I cast Mage Armor and Prestidigitation on myself.
Guess I'll use my cleansing orb. Orb of cleansing.
I'll say we
Martha
have
is no
multiple
longer
cleansing.
sweaty.
Yeah, I also have a cleansing orb.
Oberon,
But
you're
I'm
no
also,
longer sweaty.
I also got sweaty because I'm double fire resistant.
Yeah, you're not sweating as much as the rest. Martha, you are actually starting to feel like you're about to take damage if you step out of that blue flame lantern circle of light.
Mhm.
Yes,
I think
I'm
Eris,
sticking.
yeah.
I'm sticking close to the group. Very close.
I think Eris is gonna stop flying for a while to give his boots a chance to get or like recover. And he's just going to see here. He doesn't really have anything he can do. I guess I can. Are we doing a short rest, right?
That is up to the
Or
party.
yeah. I looked for the others. Like, how long are we planning on resting here?
Is this thing still gonna try and find its way to you? Let's have it roll its survival check. Okay, does it notice this? No? Okay, that means it's this. Oh no. There's about to be a d20 rolled. Do not pay attention to it.
You mean don't pay? I'm gonna pay attention to it.
Oh no.
I have a small reptile brain, and I'm gonna see a number.
Yeah, well, this is a problem for the party. Is this something got set off? Okay, it's that. The walls start closing in.
Well, never mind for camping.
I
Uh,
don't think we're camping here.
as you hear in the background, you can see through the walls as they shift a bit. One of those crawling rocks get burned alive and just dies.
Huh.
So basically, don't touch lava. Lava bad.
The
Lord is
walls
lava. I
closed
mean,
in
lava is
on it
lava.
and just crushed it. It looked like
Oh,
underneath lava.
The
All
walls
right.
are lava.
I guess we'll find a better place to camp before the walls are moving.
Roll a survival check, and this one is a group one, as you all would be rushing in this instance. So I need a survival check for
Everyone
each
makes.
person.
All right.
One person will
Okay.
benefit from the lantern. I will roll to see who it is.
Well, I do
28.
not. I do not.
I got a
know.
nat 20,
Yo,
Holy shit! Nice.
so a total of 23.
Martha, survival
Yo.
check.
I think
Yay.
Martha can have the bonus.
None of you fucking need it. So it'll split into a 2 for each of you, with the remaining 2 vanishing somewhere. Actually,
I ate it.
remaining 2 going to this thing to see if it can survive this. With that
Can the
2,
remaining two
yes.
the highest number possible? It itches my brain good. It itches.
No.
Damn it! How dare you?
As you all rush through, not splitting up very far, staying within 30 feet of each other, you come across what looks to be an obsidian chamber. It's a little cooler here. It feels like you've gotten closer again to the outside of the volcano, but don't see the entrance here.
Okay, I think this is a good spot to rest, at least for a while.
I'm guessing since we've been in here for 8 hours and the walls shifted, that it's on an 8-hour shifting cycle. Possibly.
A chance to shift every 8 hours because he did roll for it.
I
Mhm.
do also have to roll for the traps and see if any of them are still in repair after that, too. Oh. Oh no.
Say it like that.
Whatever Eero knowing, that's a problem for a future party because we're sleeping for the night.
Okay. You hear explosions, something falling, the lava walls move again, and you hear a blood-curdling screech
Oh, that's not good.
That doesn't sound friendly.
Yeah.
At this rate, this place is gonna clear itself out.
Yeah, I didn't think bird brains would actually ruin the dungeon.
Yeah. I think as we're resting, Eris is wondering how many frogs he's gonna have to deal with when he gets back to his the pitch of the tavern.
Oh, I also need to roll for that.
Oh, I
I
shouldn't have said
swear.
anything. I shouldn't have said anything.
If we come back and the tavern's been taken over by frogs,
Don't have to worry about that. There's a shrimp frying rice. He'll be fine.
we're gonna have problems, Eris, if there's an army of frogs that takes over the tavern.
We walk into the tavern. There's just a sign that says "Special of the Day is frog legs." It's like, oh no, the frogs
as
got
well.
the frog.
Huh. Okay. With that, you guys are able to take your short rest or even a long rest. Which would you like to do?
I pull out an iron pot, a mess kit, a sleeping bag, a two-person tent.
We can do what do you think? Long rest or short rest? We could. It's been 8 hours already, so I would say long rest. Right? We're all pretty tired.
Long, if we do short, then we're gonna have to rest again in like 4 hours. I'd rather just get the long rest while we can.
Yeah, let's do a long rest then. Hold on. I forgot I had this feature, but I do have the chef feat, so I can give I can make I can make 4 cookies. So I'll give everyone here a cookie.
Some cookies by some. Eris manages to cobble together essentially Lava Ridge Town cookies.
Yeah. They you eat them, you gain what do you call it? You gain 4 temporary hit points for equal to my proficiency bonus.
You gain hit points equal to your proficiency bonus for cooking.
Yeah, so you get to and because a lot temporary hit points don't leave until you take another long rest. At the end of the long rest, we can just like eat the cookie to get 4 temporary HP, which is pretty good. Just a little buffer.
You do use an hour of your long rest to do these because you're able to make 4 of them, and each treat lasts 8 hours
8
after being
hours.
made, and they can be
Mhm.
eaten with a bonus action to gain 4 temporary hit points.
Yeah, but we
I
can
think
just
a long
Time
rest
after I
is,
wake up from the long rest.
let's say, I think a long rest is 6 hours of sleeping and 2 hours of light work. I think is what you can cut
Yep.
it down to.
Yep.
So
yeah.
make 'em
So
at the end.
I'll make the cookies at the end of the long rest just to make sure they're like fresh.
You have fresh baked Lava Ridge Town cookies.
Excellent.
Yeah,
And how long
Eris
do
is
the
just
hit
that
points last?
until you take a long rest again. So basically, it lasts for the entire duration.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just eat it right now if you want to just get the 4 temporary hit points right away.
I mean,
And
there's not gonna be a difference if I eat it now or later. I mean,
yeah, Eris is just gonna eat his now.
For
gonna
a
eat
visual
mine now and
reminder of
immediately
what
take them.
Eris's cookies look like.
They look essentially like what do you call it?
There you go.
It's because
no, he got images.
Lava Ridge cookies. They are also vegetarian.
Ew.
But are they vegan?
No.
now Eris is a vegetarian, but not vegan. There's milk and eggs in there. You're good. You guys are good.
Ethically sourced milk and eggs from willing druids.
From
Exactly.
what? I mean, what?
It's never mentioned, but Eris in his free time to buy ingredients for the cookies, he goes to the druid market to get
All of them say homemade.
homemade milk is kind of crazy though, not gonna lie.
And at the end of the long
Homemade
rest, I
eggs.
break down the tent in the cooking area and put it back in my bag of holding.
Wait, you said druids, right? Oh no, wait. Wait a second.
The
Eris is
mystery
gonna
Druid.
Eris is gonna have to ask the druids about their suppliers. He's gonna have to figure that one
We
out.
are the suppliers! It's the only way to source something ethically. You can't get
Yeah.
consent otherwise.
Yep. Like many things in Eris's life, he is just gonna shove that memory down somewhere so deep he will forget. You will not think about that.
Look, it's not long pork. They're still animals when it's made.
Yeah.
If sentience... if sentience of the creature bothers you, then go talk to minotaurs about getting milk.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I think Ares is just gonna silently deal with this. He's gonna be like, whatever, it's fine.
Miniature milk. Sounds like something
We
to
can have
something
you
to
guys
investigate.
again as you continue with your snack, with your cookie snacks.
This will go really good with some miniature milk.
Martha, no. It was a joke. Damn it. Survival check from Oberon.
Yeah, female 32.
Holy fuck, that's a really big check.
I
As
rolled a
you
19 before mod.
continue through, and I get to go back to here now because you find yourself in front of a large door that looks to be carved out of a red stone.
Holy shit. It's the room he trans in.
Carved into
No.
the wall in giant, there are some words. There are also some words carved in goblin.
What do they say in Giant?
I speak neither of those languages.
Ares speaks Giant, like, yeah.
Yes, this is the door that the key goes in. Don't forget about it. Note to self, I think I forgot about this. Been a while.
Alright, I look at the lantern and I'm like, okay, so we need to make sure, do I see an area where we can put the lamp in, or the
Not
lantern?
passively, you need to investigate.
Understood, I will do my investigation check.
Do it with advantage.
Oh, with advantage? Okay, cool, thank you. I'll just roll that again then. Thank you. 17.
You do see a few little spots that it could be pushed into. To
Alright.
describe them, there is 4 spots, all within arm's reach for any medium character, but each one has a different depiction. One has armor, a sword, a shield, and a castle. And
It's the armor one,
the
right?
next, no, there's 4 images. That was just one, with the
Oh,
spot for
okay.
the key in the center. The
Okay.
next is a set of wings across from a sword crossing over a shield. The third one is a skeleton where the key goes into the mouth. And the last one looks like it is the volcano itself.
Okay.
Let me go through. Martha, you were able to translate the goblin. This has something to do with the riddle I forgot, is what the goblin reads.
Oh, I think it has something to do with riddles.
Oh, you don't know what the riddle is.
Ah,
Actually, I asked Martha if I could see into like the Mr. Bones' like bag.
Uh, do
what
you
was
look
that?
at, do you look into the bag of bones, Mr. Bones'
I
Yeah,
bag
look into the
bag?
back.
I
I
asked
look.
Mr. I talking to the bag. I'm like, Mr. Bones, can you hear me?
No, he can't. I'm in here though, as popping out is the head of teacher.
What?
Head.
I do not know what teacher looks like.
He's a
Wait, do I know what
lich.
teacher?
He's the lich.
Uh, oh shit.
Oh,
the
you guys are
forgetful
here.
lit.
How's it
Can I
going,
punch
dude?
it on reflex?
No, it's fine.
Stop
It's fine.
hitting things.
Go ahead and
I
roll a
like.
hit.
I like raise my fist.
I
Oh, a hot nun. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Anyways, what do you need?
Oh, we were just wondering, do you know the riddle to like the what do you call it? To
Oh,
this
you're
like
this.
area?
As his head just spins around and looks at the door. You were able to. Yeah, damn it, Mr. Bones. As he looks at the writings and
Unfortunately, yeah.
and translates them quickly.
Yeah, unfortunately he forgot, so we just yeah.
Once nowhere, then here, you rise once again. What are you? As his head will pop back in. And that's all the knowledge that's in the bag of bones.
Okay, thank you. Once was once nowhere, now here. What are you?
It's a bone.
Hmm. And so they're making sure the images are
They are
a
written.
bunch of items. Yeah,
I did write them down.
perfect. Wings, skeleton with the key to the into the mouth, and a volcano itself.
Armor, shield, sword, castle.
Wings.
With a
Okay.
sword crossing over a shield across from them.
A skeleton with a key to the mouth, or in the mouth, and then a volcano.
You were once nowhere, then you rose here. What are you?
No, what's it? Once nowhere, now you rose.
But he said,
Rose.
"What are you?" Not "Where are you?"
What are you?
A lid?
Owl.
Am
Is the third one Mr. Bones? Because I don't think I'm Mr. Bones. I don't think
No, you're not Mr. Bones. But you can.
I'm
It
not
looks
Mr.
like what his goblin skull used to be.
I would say I look at myself and I'd like say to myself, I'm definitely not Mr. Bones.
You've knocked off
I like
one.
to him.
I don't think I'm.
Uh,
I don't think.
It's a weird time
yeah,
paradox. You're Mr. Bones at the same time that you're not Mr. Bones.
Well,
yeah,
technically, if I skin myself, I'd be Mr. Bones because I'd be a skeleton, but I'm not currently.
yeah. Well, it's like what was once nowhere you rises here, something like that. Armors, shield, sword. Would you let me just make like an intelligence check? Because I'm sure like Ares might have an idea, but
I'll let
I'm
you
not
make an intelligence check to negate an option, not to give you
again
an
option.
save.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Understand. Just straight intelligence. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
23.
Martha, this is giving you a headache for that save.
Uh,
Oh,
That check will knock off the wings and shield or sword crossing over the shield. For you,
Is,
Eris.
okay.
is it
So
the
I just
first
kind of
one?
like, yeah, I just say to the group, it's not the wings. It's not the ones with the wings.
what if
Is
you
it?
use knock?
You know what, Cameron? We're gonna try a couple of things. I'm gonna ask a few questions. All right.
Okay.
The sword and shield on the first one. Do they look like my sword and shield?
They look like Comet Fell and a slightly different shield, actually.
I figured because I don't have the paired shield. Um, the castle. But he didn't ask where. He said what. And the first one feels like that's my plane because there's the castle there. I have the sword and shield up to have the armor.
Did a knight?
I mean, I am a knight, but the nothing when this was made said I was going to be a knight. Nothing.
Hmm. Are you a conqueror?
So it's not the second. It's probably not the third because I still stand by I'm not Mr. Bones.
You have that
I
correct.
look,
You are not Mr. Bones.
yeah, I still look down. I'm still sure I'm not Mr. Bones.
Mm-hmm.
I poke
So
you.
am I the
I poke you
volcano,
to make sure.
or is it some weird esoteric answer on the volcano, or is it just the list of items that I own?
Mm-hmm.
You have a 50-50 chance if you'd like to guess.
The first makes more sense, like the armor and stuff. But like, I keep looking at the volcano because why would I ever think of a volcano? Why is that there? Is there anything specific about the volcano picture?
It looks like this volcano. As a matter of
Like
fact, it
perfectly
looks
shaped?
like, yes, it is the perfect shape of this island you saw on the approach.
When was once nowhere, now rises here. Could it be because it's like a volcanic island of some kind?
What was once nowhere? Yeah, because a volcano doesn't exist, but it then rises and takes shape.
Yeah,
You want to run with it?
I think we run with volcano.
Sure, why not? I am a volcano.
Based on this
As you,
conversation, can I do an intelligence check?
To get rid of one option, sure.
How smart are you today, Mr. E?
Let's see. It's not a saving throw. It's just a regular intelligence check.
Correct.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
19.
It's pretty even between the two because, from what Oberon stated, you've seen his demiplane. Although I will state that there is, as you look at it, the castle does have an island under it, so it's definitely referencing Oberon's demiplane. And the volcano is perfectly shaped like this. It's a toss-up.
The difference is, I don't think my island formed from nothing.
When did you get your demiplane?
Not long before I met you.
So that means this image was there before you got your demiplane.
Well, the demiplane has existed before I got it. I just got access recently. Because there were books that were left there from over 200 years ago.
But this island is older than 200 years, correct?
Yeah, but I don't know how much before 200 years that island was put.
Ah,
That's what I mean. But I'm good to slot volcano because it contextually makes more sense, right? The what am I? The test is in a volcano.
As you,
I'm a
Mr. E,
testing ground.
Mr. E, you're the one holding the lamp, so are you sliding it where Oberon's asking you to, right into the volcano?
Yes.
The light spreads through it, turns a dull hue, as you each take 5 fire damage, and the door opens.
Ow.
On the other side, you see the armor hanging in the middle. It is on a stand that seems to be held up by chains going to 4 points around the volcano. And you immediately see myrmidons. 2 elemental myrmidons, 4 snakes flying around, and 4 large fire elementals.
All right.
As that is where we will end.
Oh.
Thank you.
Dun, dun,